Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Guys, we got EZONE 98 plus today. You guys know I like long. Stay tuned. Hey guys, do you need help organizing your tennis life? Well, think Go! We got the Axiom line here, the 9-pack duffel, my favorite bag, the 9-pack Axiom 2.0. They even make a 12-pack if you're going on tour. And my favorite backpack of all time. I love that bag. So if you want to organize your tennis life, think Go. All right, my buddy Perry's here with me today, aka Mr. Yonex. We got EZONE 98 plus.
Yes.
I was just on a 28-inch racket for about a year, so this should feel natural to me. All right, so let's get on the court. You strung one, yep. I strung one. You strung yours with what?
So this is with Restring Zero, 1.23 in the main, and Poly Tour Rev from Yonex in the cross, 50 by 48 pounds.
Perfect. And I got Confidential 52 on mine in the 16L. Let's go try.
Okay.
All right, so just got off the court.
Good hitting today, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you for keeping it in for me.
Oh, please.
Making me run a little bit. You don't normally play with the long, right?
No, I mean, this is my first foray into an extended length racket for quite some time. I mean, the vast majority I've always used a standard length racket. So, but it intrigued me in terms of, just looking at the numbers, the fact that, even for a half-inch additional length, everything else being relatively the same, the bump in swing weight is huge. So the stock length or the regular length swing weight, I think they have it rated at 320.
Yep.
And with the half-inch added length, it bumps up to 331 or something. So that's significant without having to add any additional weight to the racket. So I said, wow, we got to give this a try.
And I like that. I like the extra swing weight in these rackets. The only thing was, like, the half-inch just creates a little bit more drag, too,
yes.
though.
Yes.
I feel like it's a good foot-long drag for, I mean,
Initially. I mean, I was surprised when I first hit it that, okay, it didn't feel as, alien as I thought it was going to feel. But as I was playing longer and longer, I noticed that, oh, wow, yeah, it takes a little more effort to get it around. You have to kind of set up a little bit sooner. And just, I think with anything, it's just a matter of repetition.
Right.
Just getting used to the rhythm of the racket, where it likes to make contact out front and make sure you get it ready to go there.
Totally. So I got, it took me a good 5 minutes to kind of, commit. I kept using that word commit. I got to commit to this.
Yeah.
I can't lollygag this. I have to actually get set up and really just throw it at it to make sure I strike it in front of me.
Yes.
So your string actually launched a lot more for me. Like, I literally had to commit and bring my trajectory down or else it just kind of takes off.
And I think that's the difference between Confidential, which is, firmer, a lot more, predictable, a lot more consistent. Whereas I wanted something a little livelier in this, I like to have a little more lift on the ball with this, given the tighter pattern for the 98. And for me personally, yeah, I think it's a nice combination.
Yeah, I like to swing for the fence a little bit more, and it's easier for me to do it with the Confidential being stiffer. This racket, actually, it felt great. Actually,
Yes.
Yours actually with your string felt dampened. It's a little quieter. It didn't sing or ring as hard as mine. I looked for the feedback in this. Yours actually toned it down.
Yeah.
And you play with a dampener.
Sometimes I do, although I've kind of been waffling of late, especially with this new EZONE, just because of the plushness of the feel. It's pretty much as if you don't really need the dampener. I think it's just out of habit that I just naturally would always put a dampener on a racket.
Got it.
But with this, it's so stable. And correct me if I'm wrong, compared to the regular length, this 305 feels like a 315 racket.
Oh, easily. Easily.
I mean, it's so much more stable.
I prefer this one than the regular, actually.
I kind of would concur with you on that. It just feels a lot more rock solid. But again, it does require a little bit of adjustment period. Just because of amazingly, a half-inch does make a significant difference.
Oh, yeah. Length does matter.
And I've actually, thought about what would it be like at a 1/4 inch longer length versus, would I increase my...
Don't think too hard, because it ain't going to work. They're not going to make it for you, and I'm not going to let you cut this thing.
Oh, no?
No.
Well, we'll
That's
see.
way too much work. And I think it throws off the balance, too. It throws everything off when you do that.
You'd have to offset it by adding some weight back to whatever you remove.
Yeah.
But not unheard of, and I know somebody who has done this quite a few times.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So
Half-inch ain't that much.
It's not
ain't that much. Maybe just choke up on it a little bit. It's like what I tell people. If it's too long, just negate it by just going like that.
True.
Right?
True.
or just
Shave it. We'll see. Perhaps in a future video, I'll come back and what do you mean? What did you do?
So, who would you recommend this to?
Boy, I would say definitely. It's still, I would say, a player's racket in the sense that it's a modern player's racket. You need to commit to the swing.
Yep.
Somebody with pretty good technique. It does have quite a bit of pop to it when you do hit through the ball.
Yep.
So you have to really brush up on it to get the ball to come down. So it does require, I'd say, at least a 4.045 level player.
Yep.
Somebody who's got a little bit of strength, because again, that added half-inch,
Yep.
you got to get it moving sooner.
Exactly. Like you can feel it. You can feel it dropping like right there, like easily in your hand. If you hold it like that, it's head heavy. Swing weight is there.
But what I noticed up at net, I thought, oh, that's going to be potentially problematic. Not at all. In fact, I think it was
more stable.
Much more stable because of that, natural added swing weight. The volley just came off that much more solid,
easy.
crisper.
When you hold it like what you're supposed to do and keep it upright, like that,
yes,
it was just popping off.
It didn't feel unwieldy at all.
Yeah.
Serve, same thing. Again, just a slight adjustment to get it moving sooner. But once you find it, boy, the power gains are unbelievable. But again, back to the type of player. Yeah, it's a control plus racket. I wouldn't call it a classic tweener. It does have power when you need it, but it's not just overtly powerful. It does require good technique to get the most out of it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I feel like college kids would definitely love this racket.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Especially if you use a two-hander, but both you and I use a one-hander. Felt great.
Yeah.
Even in a one-hander, just very good racket.
You gonna switch to this?
Well, let's see. I believe there's another new EZONE that just came out, right? So
Tour.
Yes. Looking forward to hitting that.
All right. I feel like the Tour and this are going to have the same swing weight, or right in about. That's
Pretty
my
close.
guess.
Pretty close, I would imagine. So it's just a matter of, do you like the standard length, or are you good with the new half-inch long?
I don't think there's customization needed on this, right?
Yeah. I actually slapped a leather grip on there initially, and it actually
This
bumped,
one?
Yes.
Oh.
But I swapped it back to the factory grip for the playtest. It bumped up the swing weight to 350.
Ooh. Okay.
No weight in the head, just a simple leather grip.
Right. Wow.
Felt awesome, but boy, after about a half an hour, it's like you can feel it.
Interesting. All right. So, thank you for doing this playtest with me. Thank you for
my pleasure
doing your string job and comparing it to mine.
it just
It
tells
was
you
awesome.
Confidential is that great of a controlled string. And
Yeah, and I need to control.
we both do.
So guys, check it out. If you're a extra longer guy, we're only talking 1/2 inch.
Yep.
Yeah, I liked it.
I liked it too. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Great racket.
Guys, thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.